Alright, this is the last attempt. Last attempt at streaming tonight. Legitimately. I cannot be fucked anymore. If anything, I will stream just on the PS5 by itself, just playing the game. Probably won't even have my mic on because I'm just that fucking irritated. Anyways, for the fucking fourth time, yesterday I went to Supernova with Ryan, and and if you don't know what Supernova is, it's essentially Comic Con. It's called Supernova Comic Con and Gaming, but it's not Comic Con. It's a Comic Con. We have a Comic Con, but it's just a Comic Con. We have a Comic Con that's in June coming that I'm planning on going to. I'm just gonna get some money for the tickets because if I can get my money, get some more money. But the reason why I went, and I think you guys may know already, is that the reason why I went was because of fucking Stephen Amell, aka fucking Green Arrow, him fucking self, man. And it was just, it didn't click in my brain even on Friday that, oh shit, I'm fucking meeting him. I'm seeing him in person tomorrow. You know, and it still hasn't clicked in my brain that I saw him in person. You know? Like, it's weird because, like, I was so giddy seeing Karim on all that, but not first on the sideshow. But with Stephen Amell, I was like, oh fuck, I'm seeing him. But the shame is that it goes by so quick. At around 10:30 or so when we went in, we went straight to the autograph station. It's called the Superstar area. So essentially, from like when it began, he was doing autographs until like maybe 10:40 when he moved, or maybe 10:35. He moved over to the actual his photo op, because his photo op was for 10:30. Then the Katie Cassidy one with him was 10:55, I believe. So we were like maybe six, I would say, in line. Like six of like two people, you know, like bang bang bang. So we just waited for it, and apparently he came back at like maybe 11:30, maybe 11:35, 11:45. I don't fucking remember. But because you may know, what I wanted to bring was the Arrow box set that I have, then the crossovers, so the 4 different crossovers, Invasion, Crisis on Earth X, Elseworlds, then Crisis on Infinite Earths. So, which was pretty cool. I was like, that's a pretty cool idea, getting the box set and the crossovers being signed. Like, you have the thought, like, maybe you can bring the crossovers to the other people that's in it, you know? If I ever see Melissa Benoist, I can get her to sign them. If, like, same with Grant Gustin and all that shit. It'd be fucking surreal. But when I was, because I bought a token for both the photo op and the so the photo op and the autograph, but also the tickets for all 5 of us. Unfortunately, all 5 of us didn't actually meet together. Ryan and I saw Kat. Ryan and I saw Izzy and Bailey. But then we quickly dispersed afterwards. Ran into a couple of my mates, a couple of Ryan's mates, a couple of Kat's mates. It was all fun. Fine. And what's annoying is that we didn't really come back together afterwards, because the plan was that, but essentially between the autograph and the photo op, we would go around together as a group, you know, because Kat brought her friend, but then again, like, they quickly dispersed afterwards, which was quite irritating. They quickly dispersed, and And like, it was just Ryan and I for essentially the thing. And the plan was that after the photo op, we would meet up with Kat and her friend, and we would go out to eat. But apparently they ate in there, and it was kind of irritating on my part, in general. Because I kind of just wanted a group photo with all of us, you know, having a very close friend of mine meet a very close friend of mine, you know. Anyways, so when I was in line for the autographs, someone went up to me saying, I was asking like, is it for one token? Can it be like more than one item or not? Because it says I think it says you can, but then she said no. If you can see anything that says it, then yes, I can probably look into it. But when I was looking into it, it didn't say explicitly that one token equals one autograph, you know. But still, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna have to buy more tokens. So 4 more tokens. That itself, a token is $100. So 400 tokens that I bought yesterday. Then I already bought 100 for the autograph, then 110 before for the photo op. So it quickly rose up to $610 just for Stephen Amell. And it would have been even higher if I did the double Katie Cassidy with Stephen Amell photo op, you know? That would have been even more expensive. I do kind of am irritated I didn't even do that. Because if I bought it ages ago, I wouldn't be that irritated now, but because I think that photo op was $190 or some shit. So yeah, let's go into the autographs. So I gave him my the box set. It's kind of a bit damaged from moving in and out, but it's fine. Especially from fucking bringing it into the city and back, and walking around with it the entire day. So, because the initial plan was also to actually maybe get him to sign at least a couple of the seasons, so maybe like season 1, 2, and 5, or just 1 or just 2 or whatever. But it was fine to not, because he still just signed the box set as it is. So he wrote my name, then I think Arrow Time. Maybe. And then he just wrote his signature essay, then the arrow. Which is pretty cool, pretty snazzy. I saw a couple other people sign this shit as well. Fuck me. I'm gonna have to pull it out again. So it's so irritating, this thing. It's not gonna move anymore when I put it back in its place, but I can't replace it because he fucking signed it, you know. But yeah, this as it is right now, it has a lot of value in it that he. Well, if he didn't write my name, it would be worth more. But I'm not fucking selling it, you know. If you do sell fucking things with signatures on it, just for the sake of selling it, you're a fucking stingy cunt. You're a shit cunt. And I also saw Tamara Morrison, who plays Jango Fett / Boba Fett. Saw Katie Cassidy. Also saw Carl Urban, but I was there primarily for Stephen Amell. And I did do like I snap recorded Stephen Amell, Katie Cassidy, and Carl Urban. I kind of got caught and saying, yeah, you can't do that. Also, Liam McIntyre was there. I know him from Flash, but he's also on Home and Away. He's an Australian actor. We kind of went to his panel, which was in the small section. Ryan asked a question. I was allowed to record that. So I did. It went on for a bit, like 5 to 6 minutes. But yeah, I got that recorded. But yeah, it's weird. Like, you're at a con. The entire purpose is to share like your passions and shit. So why hinder fans like recording? You know, why hinder fans' ability uh to fucking like record shit, man? Like, it doesn't really make sense, like, to like say, oh, you'll get kicked out if you record this celebrity. Like, I don't think the celebrities would even fucking mind being recorded or taking photographs of, you know. Sure, like, that's where people make money. Like, if 1,000 people alone go for one actor and their autograph token is $100, 1,000 people alone. Yeah, that's just for one autograph. I was one with 5. There could be more people like that. So just one autograph alone for 1,000 people. That's $100,000 right there for the venue. I'm sure a chunk of that would go to the actor. I'm assuming maybe some portion of it. But I guess it's more for management. Blah blah blah. It's a little bit irritating. So yeah. But yeah, when he was writing the autographs, and it's weird because I had to pull out my phone to do the 5 different things, which took a bit. So he got the box set, signed it. Yeah, Lost Arrow Time. I think it says Arrow Time. I can't really see. Maybe he did. Maybe it's Arrow Time. I'm assuming it says Arrow Time. I would need to get his like to say, hey, what did you write here? Because I think he said Arrow Time. But yeah. It's weird, like, it doesn't feel like I fucking met him, you know? I also went up to him because it was took a little bit to have him sign all the 5 things, so I said to him, along the lines with, out of every single actor on the planet, the one I wanted to meet the most would have been you, so it's pretty, like, crazy and all that. And saying, like, you've been in my life since I was 10 and I'm now 21, so it's really crazy. Then he says, he said, oh thanks, man. Then after the age thing, he said, I think he said, well, I'm glad it finally happened. We finally met or some shit along the lines of that. I don't actually remember what he said because he was paying attention to the autographs. Because I think it maybe took him a minute or so to do it all. I didn't really count, you know, because I was with him. He was less than a fucking foot away from me, you know. Like, and I shook his hand twice, once at the photo op, once at the autograph as well. Like, it's the fuck. It's like he's, like, I've said it before. Like, if I could have a sit down and have a conversation with fucking virtually anyone on the planet, I would always say James Hetfield and Stephen Amell. Like, and I got to fucking meet Stephen Amell. I could have met him in 2019, apparently. Also, David Ramsey was there and Colton Haynes was there. Like, fuck, that would have been an all-star cast to meet. And apparently Tom Welling was there as well. But yeah. I also said yeah, I'm gonna see Katie soon, so I'll be seeing Katie soon, so it's gonna be even more crazy or whatever. Then he says, He says, yeah, you'll have them all or some shit like that. I don't know. But then I think, because I was referring to Katie Lotz, because she's coming to Comic-Con. She played Sarah Lance. I may be bringing the box set. Maybe. I don't think so. I think David Ramsey, I would get him to sign the box set. Not, I don't know. Like, because I know Katie Lotz, I would do the crossovers, and Legends guaranteed. Maybe this, who knows. But I think he must have thought Katie Cassidy, but I made Katie Lotz. I should have said Katie Lotz. But yeah. And I said, see you at the photo op. Then he says, see you then. It's just like tiny. Like that thing is, I don't know why, but you would think it would go, but then again, like if you have 1 minute for a fan, you know, 1 entire minute for a fan, and if you have 1,000 fans that one day you're giving autographs to, do the math. 1,000 minutes to hours. That itself is over 16 and a half hours. Only 1 mere minute. That's fucking crazy. But it's doable if it's 100 fans, so 100 minutes into hours. You know, that would take just over 2 hours. Or just under 2 hours, I should say, you know? But I think, like, a lot of people got Boba Fett, you know? Like, a lot of people. And so did Carl Urban as well. Like, if anything, I would have gotten Carl Urban to sign my Dread DVD, as well as maybe one of my brother's graphic novels of The Boys. Like, and I probably would have been like, hey, Carl Urban's coming, you want to get a photo up with him? You know? So it, like... Yeah, it's because with the photo ops, like everyone, it goes by, but then with the autographs, I don't know how. I'm so glad I was at the front virtually for both of them, because the photo op I was there for, like, I wanted to be there at 2:10, so I walked up to it and, like, I don't know where we're fucking meant to line up. Ryan thought this big line was for it. I was like, that can't be. Then we went closer, because I thought that maybe for like Tamara Morrison or something. But then we went closer, then we realized that, oh hey, no, that's not the line. Then someone called to say, if anyone here for the 240 Stephen Amell photo up, was like, oh shit, perfect timing. So we just stood there, and they said, stand in the lane 6, and we were on lane 6. Like, oh, what the fuck? So we're here. And at this point, I met up with Aris, a uni mate of mine. And before that, I met up with another uni mate of mine. I didn't even know who was there. So, yeah, Aris was behind us, kind of reserving his spot for his friend who's met Stephen Amell twice before, named her son after him, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, like, and I said in my other VOD before it died, you know, an hour ago now, that if I were to get Stephen Amell's autograph again, I would honestly, I'll probably get him to sign the box again, but also maybe a couple of the DVDs themselves, you know. I need to get an updated season 5 or season. Season 4 is the one that's damaged a little bit, but then again, it's these weird DVD things, and you know, like, Grant Gustin has to fucking come to next year's Supernova, you know, and by that point, I think the box set of Flash will be out, you know, so half the things will be Flash. So yeah. Oops. But then here's the actually special things. Like the box set itself, yeah. But I would say that's like generic thing, like paper pop vinyls and the Arrow box set. But I think this is unique. What I did was that I brought in Invasion, and he signed Invasion off under right under his thing next to Melissa, next to Supergirl, I should say, and Flash. Then he signed Crisis on Earth X. And the special thing about this is that he did his signature, but then kind of drew his signature as the Arrow, which is fucking so cool. Like it's so cool. He just did that. Honest God, these DVDs alone value are higher now that Stephen Amell signed it. I need to fix the actually these things because I had to quickly put them back in because well, I had to get them to dry, but then I had to quickly put them back in because we needed to leave. And I think at this point, Katie Cassidy was going over to her panel, and she would have been right to my right, you know? So it would have been color, and I didn't even look up. I was more focused on like, oh shit, that just happened, you know? Yeah, then he also did the Elseworlds one in the center frame. It's pretty cool, you know? And then he did his final one was for Crisis on Infinite Earths. Like, and you know what the cool thing is that he may probably have not even seen these DVDs before because he was after he signed them all, for like maybe a couple seconds he was just looking at the back of these I think he was looking at the photos at the bottom of it, like at the back of it, and I was like, oh shit, that's cool. He's actually looking, he's paying attention to what I brought, because he may or may not have seen this before, and it's probably looking at the photos, you know, like you're looking back actually at the memories, you know, because he's in two of these shots actually. Crisis season on Infinite Earth season 1. No, he's in 1. Then on Elseworlds season 1. So yeah, it's it's fucking, it's so special to me that this happened, you know? I got to meet one of my favorite fucking actors of all time. Like, sure, like you could argue, like, you're only saying that because you've only watched Arrow. Sure, like, I would probably say Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul is my favorite actor if I fucking watched Breaking Bad. But the thing is, Arrow's been on my brain, you know? And you know what's weird? Like, if I ever were to restart Arrow or whatever, and legit, when I watch the Flash episode in season 9 where he comes back, I would be like, fuck, I met that man. And I'm a little bit knackered because his panel was today, instead of yesterday. Like, I would have wanted to make his panel, but I was at work, essentially, when he was doing his panel. I would have bought the weekend pass, guaranteed, for myself at least. Because a lot of people do, like, go to Supernova for the only one day, you know, because it's like, why the fuck would you go for both? It's the same thing both days, you know. sure, there's a subset of people that only go there the second day because a lot of people go there the first day. And legit, a lot of people showed up yesterday. Like, so many people. Like at around 10 or so, there was a lot of people there lining up. But then, when we walked out after the autographs, there was so many fucking people, man. So many people. So, like, I'm gonna cherish these fucking so much, man. Like, and it's kind of weird that in the moment I was cherishing these, like, the most, but then again, and I was talking to Ryan as well, but then again, I could have, like, just looked up, saw Stephen Amell, and turned to my right and to see Katie Cassidy, but I fucking didn't, and I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't do that, because I kind of wanted to, like, quickly do this shit, because I wanted to meet up with, my friends, you know? I'm kind of, like, irritated, like, why the fuck did I do that? I should have, I was there for Stephen Amell, so we should have stayed there longer, you know? Oh, fuck, my B-reel. But yeah, here's the final thing. Here's the photo, and it's a very good photo. No, like, of me, of Ryan, like, you know. And it's weird. Like, the closer I look at it, like, the more like Ryan and Stephen look I like. Same hair length, same type of smile, you know, same like facial structure. It's a little bit weird, but. It's crazy. It's like it's a shame you can't see my the arrows, I should say. Oh yeah, that's right. My arrows had to get checked, a weapon check. It still has like a green zip tie on it. I should have bought stuff there. But I kind of got annoyed that people didn't want to do stuff with me afterwards. But legit, if I could have found like a proper like an arrow, like a pop vinyl, you know, I should have, but I didn't. I was mostly trying to look for the Master of Puppets pop vinyl because I found a Black Album on there, so I was like, But yeah, that's this. It's honest to God, like I'm gonna check. Like I'm probably going to frame this. I don't know where to put it, but it's weird because I have a signature of a famous person already. And like, also it came with a. Like, if you didn't have anything to autograph, it'd come with a complimentary poster of. I'm assuming it would have been just all of him in Arrow, and he would have chosen what. And a lot of people got their photos signed. Like, I mean, honestly, I think that if I were to do it again, I would probably do the photo up and get that signed as well, probably. But then I also have had this signed. Yeah, I also have Reese from Tales from the Borderlands signed by Troy Baker. it says Lewis, his signature, then I think it says love Maya, because I think it said something about how Maya is one of my favorite characters. And this probably was right after I was playing Borderlands 3 and Maya died. It's it's a massive T then a B. Damn. I bought one for Izzy, but I don't know where she put hers. But the thing is, it's weird because I have a signature by Troyberg. I have a signature of the entire band of Trivium, as well as on these posters, but it's not authentic because I didn't get them in person, you know? These ones are authentic because I saw him do them in front of me. I got to handshake him, talk to him a little bit, you know? It's so cool. It's so cool, like, and surely these actors know that, even celebrities know that. The little time you give to someone is lifelong fucking memories, you know? I've been talking about this and thinking about that tiny moment of my day yesterday for virtually the entire day today, you know? I like 30 minutes for the stream alone talking about Supernova, talking about meeting Stephen about. You know? It's so just so crazy, that prospect of, and like I'm kind of like relating to me like hopes for me in the future. But the shame is that there would never be a con like this for me to be in, because I'm not an actor, you know. My cousin probably is, so I'll probably be his bodyguard if he ever gets big, you know. Be there with him, do all those things, be behind the scenes. Because the cool thing about because Carl Urban met up with Tamara Morrison beforehand with Sam Neill and had fucking lunch together, you know. It's crazy to think about. But I need to fucking review these two movies. So 2 nights ago, when Ryan was here, right after we played Borderlands 1, we watched Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. This is such a genre shift of movie, you know, between the first two fucking movies, between Rise and Dawn. Is like this starts, I don't know how, it's set in 2026, this movie. The first one was released in 2011. I don't know if it says in 2011 or not, but then again, like, that's already 15 fucking years, you know? And in this movie, he has a son called Blue Eyes, who's named after Bright Eyes, his mother, Caesar's mother. Because he must have been the first ever ape to be smart without using the 113. The simian flu. And he has another kid, and it's not said in the film, but it's said in the trivia, and also said in the next movie. That is, the son's name's Cornelius, so like it's pretty cool. But this is the second time I think I've seen this movie, and the first thing I fucking noticed, I don't know why I didn't think of it before, because when I watched it before, I would have seen Arrow at this point. Maybe, yeah, I would have been up to date. It would have been during I was watching season 6, so he would have been there. And I'd be like, oh fuck, that's Ricardo Diaz. The hell? Like, I didn't think that when I was watching before. I thought it was just some random guy. But it's Ricardo Diaz. It's Nick Avocado, Nick Carter Avocado. And this movie, Caesar's voice has improved a lot. He's not speaking coherent sentences, but he's saying sentences. He's saying, "Abe, do not want war. Stay away," type things, you know. And what's kind of irritating but kind of cool at the same time is that, unlike the previous movie, this movie, especially in the close-ups, Caesar looks so much like Andy Serkis. You know, it's kind of like how Thanos looks like Josh Brolin in some scenes, some shots, but he looks so much like Andy Serkis in this movie and the next. But like when I watched this for the first time, I kind of thought I'd see James Franco again, but we don't. But we do see shots from the first movie in this, in like Caesar's watching a video recording and sees photos of him, you know, when he was younger, and it gets you emotional, you know, because you're in the eyes of Caesar. He hasn't seen Will since he left, you know, since the simian flu began. And like, and that one of the saddest scenes in the movie, I thought it was some, to be honest, but is when Koba, not only when he shoots Caesar, but when he pulls Ash, who's the son of Rocket, who was in the first movie, pulls Ash and throws him over, like, down, and kills him. And Blue Eyes was just standing right there, you know? And Maurice was locked in a cage and like, what the fuck? Why is Koba becoming such a dictator? You know? But even though it's a completely different movie, it's still following the story of the Planet of the Apes. It's just completely different, and it works so well. You've got no idea how, like, it just works. You know, it's such a good fucking movie. You know, it's like, it's on par with the first, but like the thing is, it's not like how every Harry Potter movie is the same until like Order of the Phoenix. No, it's like it's so different. Legit, nothing from the first movie that you may like is in this movie because it's replaced with other things that you will like. You know, same with War. War is completely different to this movie. But like, I do love the fact that his Caesar's judgment on humans are as like neutral. Like, they can be bad, they can be good, but he holds apes in such high regard. And Koba just hates every fucking human. So Caesar says they will help putting the lights back on. Then they help putting using the dam, you know, generating power. And then when Ricardo Diaz did bring in a gun, and all the guns were meant to be destroyed, Caesar's didn't trust them anymore. But then he got removed. But then by the end of the movie, like legit right at the end, he says, "Thank you, my friend." You know, and did the ape thing to him. And like, oh, it's just, even Gary Oldman's in this fucking movie, like, yeah. It's such a fucking good movie, you know. It's such a genre shift from Arise, but it still fucking works. you know. And I'm gonna give this one still 7.5 out of 10. You know, the first one was 7.5 to 8. This is 7.5. Like, it's so fucking cool. It, like, honestly, the like, even the battle at the end that you, like, there was a battle at the end in Rise. Apparently that lasted 6 hours within the movie. Apparently, but the battle between Koba and Caesar at the end on top of the building, holy shit! I did not expect to see it when I watched it on the plane for the first time. You know, because I watched Rise into Dawn, because I watched Rise for like the third time on the plane into Dawn. Then I kind of wanted to watch Rise, but then I realized we only have a limited amount of time left, and I kind of wanted to sleep. So I only watched Dawn, and I watched Rise War for the first time last night. And I do share some of this same criticism that Most Critical said, is that you could honestly replace Rise with Dawn and call the first movie Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and it would still be the same movie. You know? Replace Dawn with Rise and Rise of the Dawn. It would still work. You know, because Dawn and Rise essentially are the same meaning. But yeah, it's still a fucking amazing movie. Honestly. The actor, I forget his name. Jason Clarke. He was in Terminator Genesis. He is very... I kind of expected him to show up in War in some capacity, and he fucking didn't. It's a little bit sad. They could have been long gone by that point. Like, as in, either dead or just left. Because he said, go far away. Because at the end of the movie, we hear that Gary Oldman's crew made contact with military, and they're coming. So, Jason Clarke's character, Malcolm, told Caesar about it. Then Caesar told him to go far away. Take your family type thing. I think it's not even his family. It's his son, then a girl he met that I think he fell in love with. Because his wife died and that girl's daughter died due to the virus. But yeah, that's fucking Dawn. But now let's move on to fucking let's move on to fucking let's move on to Rise. Fucking War. I want to say it's... I also want to say this. You can watch Dawn by itself and it works. You don't need to watch Rise to watch Dawn, but you need to watch Dawn to watch this one. You need to, you know? Like, else you can also want to watch Rise as well, but you need to watch Dawn to go into this movie, because there's so much things about Koba in this movie, because at the end of the battle, in Dawn, Caesar drops Koba, and their motto is ape will not kill ape, to be better than humans. But then Caesar says Koba is not ape. Because throughout that movie, only a couple apes speak, which are Caesar, Koba, Caesar's son for a little bit, and Maurice. Maurice is run. But in this movie, in War, it was initially called War of the, now it's War for the. But it's weird because this is the only movie where Caesar doesn't have a human friend, you know, like Jason Clarke, like James Franco. However, there's this mute girl in it, a blonde girl, which is the daughter of a soldier they kill, but she can't talk, and we slowly learn throughout the movie that more people can't talk. Then we learn at the end through Woody Harrelson's character that the simian flu that killed off the humans is still within us or around us, and that evolved into losing the ability to speak, and that is essentially devolving. So he killed every one of them, including his own son. And what's cute and crazy is that the girl becomes Nova, which is an obvious nod to the first two movies. Which is weird because she's the mute human that says words by the end of Beneath. She says, Taylor! But I don't really understand the science behind this because they're not sick. They're not getting, like sneezing or anything. So how the fuck can this disease make it so a human being cannot have the ability to speak anymore? You know? Like, I understand becoming sick and needing to cough, but you can still talk through it. I don't know how that physical change could even happen in your larynx and your pharynx, you know? I don't think that would even be possible. But they still do it, and by the end of the movie, because it's honest to God one of the most emotional scenes I've ever seen in a movie. I never really tear up in movies, but one of the first shots of the movie when they're in the camp, like it's right after Caesar reunites with both Rocket and his son Blue Eyes, because they were scouting for a new area for the apes to go to, because they knew the military was coming for them. And Blue Eyes meets up with Lake, which turns out to be his girlfriend. Then the scene after that, when they're sleeping, Caesar sees this green light, and I'm like, hang on, what's happening? Then he sees it's a green light, and it's like, oh fuck. So then he grows up and sees all the trusted Rich Ethel, the watch people on watch, which is Rocket and all the other guards and stuff. But then he hears fire, and comes back to it, and sees the bodies of both his wife and Blue Eyes dead. You know, and that's not what got me. What got me is that not knowing where Cornelius was, the youngest kid. Because whether he got killed, whether he got taken, or because they were looking for him. Every single ape was looking for him. Then when he went back to see the bodies of Cornelia and Blue Eyes, we see Cornelius peel out from the corner, and like, fuck, that scene was so gut-wrenching. Because we just saw them reunite, then get killed, then we found the child. Like, oh, you can't hit gut punch after that, you know? That was, like, legit, that made me tear up. That was so fucking, you know? And this movie is completely different to what I thought it was. What I thought it was, because there was this bad ape in it. What I thought Bad Ape was was maybe a leader of another ape clan, because I knew going into this movie, or at least when I researched it before, is that we're finally exploring other ape tribes, and that's what I thought Bad Ape was, the leader of another tribe. But it's not that at all. Bad Ape is the name of a random old hairless ape who wears clothes just like Zero and Cornelius does in the other movies. But he grew up in a zoo, and he was the only one who survived in the zoo. And he's the only ape that doesn't know sign language. He only knows how to speak, you know? which is fucking so surreal. He doesn't know sign language. He can only communicate with Caesar. He can't communicate with the human girl that they took in, but he can communicate with Caesar. And Caesar's fucking speech in this movie is so like articulate, so like the grammar and the structure is fucking amazing. He prefers to actually speak than to sign, because it's just easier. You know, imagine if Will saw him now, enunciating these lines so well. Ah, and like his hairs are getting to be all white as well. So he must be, I don't know how long after Dawn it was into this, but he's getting old, man. But then this entire story was about revenge. He was wanted to kill the Colonel. And what I thought was that the Colonel was gonna be Woody Harrelson's character was gonna be the human ally. Like how in the first two movies it was Will Rodman, which was played by James Franco, and the next one was Malcolm, played by Jason Clarke. I thought it was gonna be that, but no. He was the antagonist the entire time. We wanted to kill him. But then they found the camp, and they also brought along a gorilla, and that bonded with a human, and his name was Luca. Then he died. We didn't know who he was beforehand. Then at the beginning of the movie, there was this white ape gorilla dude we'd never seen before, named Winter. Apparently, he was an old ape. We have no idea. He dies, but at the hands of I don't know if he actually dies at the hands of Caesar, whether he chokes him out. Because because Winter gave them the location to Caesar, and because of Winter's actions is what resulted in Cornelia and Blue Eyes dying. And then Winter's reaction was like, oh fuck. So he knew that his actions legit killed him. Then there's another ape called a Donkey, played by Steve Zahn, who plays Greg Heffley's dad. He's also articulate as well. Pretty good speech on him. He like these apes that work with the humans were lured to Cobra, which is weird because Cobra's entire thing is that he hates humans. Why are they working with fucking humans? Or maybe it's because they want to, like, kill Caesar. But what's cool is that Red Donkey, like, saves Caesar by the end. Then Caesar destroys the entire encampment. All the humans die, essentially. But what's sad is that he got shot by an arrow. Then he was walking for days and such to find the area his son found. Then, due to his wound, he dies. I'm like, fuck, an arrow wound? He had a fucking bullet wound before and all these other wounds. How did an arrow kill him? Why didn't... That was just a cop out at the end. Also, yeah, the security at this base is so shit. How can a little girl walk in? How can Rocket just walk in, you know? Well, also, Steve Zahn's character, fucking Mad Ape, so funny. Apparently, the scene where he falls over when he's getting the food, and it says, I'm okay, it was completely unscripted. He actually just fell over. And there was another scene where he was like, oh, no. Then Maurice just growls at him or yells at him. And he was like, okay. It's just such minor comedy in the movie, just like propelled it a little bit. But I don't want to say it's the best or even my favorite out of the three, but it is a very good fucking movie. It's a good follow-up right after Dawn, because essentially a direct sequel to Dawn, but it's completely different to what Rise was. If you watch Rise and into this one, you know, you would think there was at least like fucking 5 other movies in between, but there's only one. The genre shift is so fucking crazy. You know, Rise into this, like, fuck me, like, it's honestly like American Pie going into John Wick. It's like, hang on, that doesn't work. But then it does. But yeah, this I don't want to say it's 7.5. I want to say it's a 7 out of 10 for me. But it's still a very good fucking movie. It's the longest one out of the 3, which is good, and it's the final one of the trilogy. However, we have Kingdom coming out, which is set after the time of Caesar, which is a little bit sad because I kind of would rather see more stories got to do with Caesar, because Caesar did die at the end of this one, which is a little bit of a shame. Like, people watch the Planet of the Apes movies now for Caesar. You know, sure, Maurice is a cool character. Rocket grows on you. Bright Eyes, Blue Eyes was there. Oh fuck! That means we get to see shit about Cornelius. But then again, it's set hundreds of years after Caesar. Oh yeah, this is for War for the Planet of the Apes. Done. Now my talking is done. I've been talking for nearly an hour. Half an hour on this, then half an hour on that. Fuck. I stretched my leg yesterday and got a cramp on my calf and my thigh at the same time. I still feel the cramp from my leg, my calf yesterday. That's crazy. It almost happened. No, it happened before I passed out. Come here, you beautiful DVDs. Would it feel weird for him to sign a poster of him shirtless like that? I don't know. Season 2. Three. Fuck, where's Katie Cassidy? Not Katie Cassidy, Katie Lotz. Katie Cassidy's over there. But, yeah, I'm now done. I'm done fucking talking, bro. I've been talking for so much though. My Mac is now at 20%. Well, no, 18. Well, to be fair, I started the stream. Tried to start at fucking 9:30, but didn't want to. I need to get a new passport, because apparently ours got moldy. A little bit yuck. Also, Ghost announced a tour that I don't know if I'm going with Izzy or if, because, I mean, we planned to before, but anyways. Hee 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 hee. You know, I owning these were pretty special to me. Now that Stephen Amell signed them, gave me an autograph on all of them. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, man. Sure, him signing the photo would have been a little bit cooler, but kind of didn't want to. I mean, I could have paid for another fucking token for him to sign it. I could have, but nah. No sanity is now beyond me. Confusion. Alright, I need to go to the bathroom and well, we wait for that. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna probably play till 2. Yeah. It's crazy to me that now the Ape saga is now done. It's now done. I mean, like, the entire reason why I started the Ape movies was because of the war, because I haven't seen it. What is yesterday was the 22nd of when did I watch Elseworlds? Fuck me. It's like, even when I was watching. What do you mean? What do you mean my internet is not being an internet? It says I'm online. What are you talking about? Weird. It's crazy. It's just been over a year since I watched Cross and Earth X again. You know? And you know what's crazy to me is that I got these for Christmas in 2021. Not 2022, 2021. What? And now they're all done. I watched Invasion and Crisis twice. Now I watch Elseworlds and Crisis Infinite Earths. I think still my favorite is Earth X. It's yes, arguably the fucking best. So you always feel good in these crossovers. I mean, Invasion and Elseworlds felt the same, kind of. It's just essentially just Barry and Oliver dicking around with each other. Yeah, let me load you in. I'll go to the bathroom. Still find the fact it's surreal that I met Steve Amell. And I sure, like, it's not on. Like, I'd rather just have a conversation, but you know what's cool is that at Comic-Con, you can have meetups, half an hour meetups. You know, just for half an hour, with a max group of 25. Just have a half an hour thing, and like that would be so fucking crazy to me. Just 30 minutes, you know, like that how do you plan that out? You know, there'll be so many people trying to do that. Like, how do you do like first come first serve with that? You know, because there was photos with I saw a David Ramsey one. I saw a Colton Haynes one. You know, I mean, technically I could do that with Katie Lotz, but then again, it's weird, man. I would need to see who else is coming as well. That's what other photo ops and tokens I would want. You know, because I know for now I want Katie Lotz. You know. Oh, it's weird going from Borderlands 1 into this again. Like it is very weird. The wagon. It's a wagon. Also, I think I'm getting my 72 Seasons model tomorrow.
You better hurry. If you don't get here quick, my men are gonna bust into your precious little queen's cell and murder her ass. Good luck bringing light back to the world when your savior's nothing but a pile of ashes, chumps.
Whoa. You wouldn't kill the queen before we even had a chance to save her, would you, Tina?
I told you, girl. No use.
Fuck me, I nearly died right there. Yeah. Damn it! Not that strong yet. Bro, I think I'm underpowered for this mission.
You need healing badly.
Oh shit, I have weapons to sell.
Fairly well. Can I interest you in some magic bullets? If guns are magic, consider that a mana potion.
Skellymans. Fuck. Big man.
Whippity, boppity, die! What is this witchcraft?
I'm witchcraft, bro.
This will hurt.
May the truth find tight and sword cut deep.
Badass in range! Quiet! So it goes. Silence!
Really? I think I'm a little bit too weak. But I don't wanna fucking. Well. I mean, technically, I can just do this. What's doing that? Dragon. Yeah, nah, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Fuck that. Fuck this. I keep on dying to common enemies. Yeah.
Magic's no match for a well-aimed bullet. Farewell. Welcome to Cleric Zed's Health Emporium. Have fun. Welcome to Ye Bullet Emporium. Don't put those all in one place.
You're still alive.
to lean on some walls.
Keep it that way.
Welcome.
I always need customers. Think something. My time's valuable. Kinda. Don't even think about bringing that one back. This never happened. Don't tell nobody where you got that. What a sucker. Anybody ask? You found that. Thanks for the iridium, chump. Take it and go. Displeasure doing business with you. This never happened. Don't tell nobody where you got that. Anybody ask? You found it. And stay on.
Is there any? We're in the mood, that's right.
I knew I hadn't heard the last of that gun. I bought it off a guy a few months ago. Great gun, but it's cursed. I sold it to a bandit named Horus. Find any good loot.
Where to now?
Now where was I? Enough.
McNally took the Bane. It worked like a charm against the spider ants, but the curse... If you're hearing this, find McNally. He may have left me for dead, but he doesn't deserve what the Bane will do to him. Nobody does.
Like, the only good thing I'm going back on areas is to get all that XP, buddy. I need a stronger fucking main weapon, man. Almost died.
My kingdom for a gun. Happy trails, adventurers.
I'm gonna have to do a couple of these fucking side missions before I finish the main mission. Man. That wasn't the plan initially, but it's gonna have to be.
And lo, the demon spit its last curse as our radiance choked him unto hell once.
Silence! Gotcha!
Push on, brothers! We are the path! We are...
Look out! Badass! Bedtime!
Don't touch me! Well, it's cute! The cakes we were going to bake!
Gotta get rid of it. Gar's coming from Lynchwood to buy it. That idiot's got no idea. He never believed the stories about the curse. Boy, oh boy, is he in for a surprise.
I am but a humble merchant, and these are my wares. Watch out for those
I got
orbs.
potions and armor. Kinda.
Fast travel in Borderlands is a fucking lifesaver. Imagine if it didn't have it, and you had to go from just run and drive and run and drive.
Abomination! We... Life! My heart shall shine us through! Strike while the demon is blinded! The order is undying!
Please stop. Wow. Nice.
The fuses let burn in the flame of the fire, scream in the night like a choir. $400 times 3. I mean, I'll keep it, but I won't save it.
Looking for a healer? You're in the right place. Fairly well.
feels lit. Yeah. We can't see how much money we have. Oh, that's not good.
I don't care what you buy, just buy
Beauty
something.
brightened the world.
Holy crap! Yeah, that's what I thought.
Equip what?
The boys need more meat for
Badass! Look out!
He may not run. That's good tickle.
Well, that was something.
Nice.
Make good. We need more bones. At least it's not a bloody creeper. Bloody hell. Losing this one. Everybody, stop mining! Stop! It's off to hell I go.
Fantastic.
Insert the wand into the golem, and it should start charging. You notice how I didn't giggle there? I feel like... All right, the wand's Wednesday. Blow them apart. Sorry, a normal death won't charge the wand. You've got to really jim them. I'm talking grenades, or a rocket launcher, or a really sick critical hit. All right, the wand's Wednesday. Blow them apart. Great, the wand's partially charged. Don't forget to grab it. Now, the wand needs some arachnid magic for flexibility. Find a spider and stab him with my wand.
Ghost Grenade's still the strongest because it disperses multiple grenades. Yeah. So in actuality it does like 900 damage, I suppose, but... Yeah. 300 times 9. Yeah, it's still 2700 damage, you know. If you put it directly on a boss, that's... Banga banga bonga.
I can feel the magic coursing through my veins, and it's making me mad! Mad, I tell ya! Mad! The lesson I learned is, magic is awesome, and I should keep doing it. All right! Hey, I've got something to show ya! Hey, thanks for helping me with this sweet-ass beard and staff, by the way. You know, being a wizard, I'm usually the one asked to do favors for people. Like, make Moxie fall in love with me, or, hey, give me a limited power, or stop crying and get out of my sight, you stupid robot! Having someone do stuff for me is a pretty nice change of pace. I think it's time to show off my true powers, apprentice. I'm gonna summon an archdemon, then destroy it with my amazing skills. I need you here to clap loudly and tell me how awesome I am. Ready? Come thunder! Come lightning! Touch this altar with power frightening! Magic beard gods, as my skills deepen, let me pass down against an evil demon! Ta-da! What is that? A broom? Yeah! I screwed up the spell. I'll get rid of it. Gods of power, gods of fear. Get this dumb brute out of here! Ta-da! What? I said, out of here! What the hell? I'm, noticing a problem. Could you handle these guys while I work on a counterspell? No offense, apprentice, but those brooms are myself.
Fear me, bitches!
Okay, I'm gonna burn them. Beard of power, thick and wiry. Burn these fools like something fiery. Oh, crap! My beard shall turn you tiny, tiny! Okay, wow! Exact opposite of what I meant to do! Give me a sec. Something bad happens every time I try to do a good spell, so I should try a bad spell so something good will happen. My other spells incite groans, and so I summon badass clones. Are you kidding me? The one time I want my spell to fail, and it works?
This is the power of a siren.
Hey, don't worry. Look, if I can't get rid of them, I'll make you stronger. Lords of facial hair, give me license. Make the adventurer a god of violence. Ah, I'm so sorry. I'll try to reverse it. I call all gods red, blue, and orange. Help me undo my spell with... Oh, God. Why did I say orange? Why did I say orange? Orange, gods appear in magic,
You are
red and orange.
powerless.
Uncurse my minion like you uncrease a orange. Holy crap! That actually worked! Holy, finish him off! Finish him off, apprentice! Yay! We're safe! I think I'm through playing with magic for now. Come on back, apprentice.
I'm the best broom summoner in the history of Cleanomancy.
Ta-da!
think I'm feeling sick because of my mum. I mean, I've had sore throats like this, like minor, for the past couple of weeks. But I haven't actually been sick this year yet. Good. Oh, I'm surprised the cash didn't disappear.
Welcome to Cleric Zed's Health Emporium. Don't die.
We need more. Just want to talk live. Why?
Gotcha.
Work so
Stay put!
What concern for safety? Mammy's no blood! I'm so excited! Big hurt!
What's that in the sky? It looks like the handsome sorcerer is catapulting in some orcs to fight you. Be careful, dog.
This will hurt.
Smash no more. More bows! Smack! The boys need more!
Watch it! Badass!
You hurt me harder! I'm well enough for this hurt. No more crash crash.
Today is the day that the sun blinds the demon and vanquishes the night.
No more crash crash.
Push on, brother! Come to evil I shall not!
Poker! No more crash crash.
Come to evil I shall not! The abominations will rue this day! The order is undying! The shadow creeps!
This is utter lunacy. I am no ninja of loot. No time for this. To arms!
Silence!
Cursed luck! He carried no loot either. Ah well, it must be the final member of my former posse who betrayed me. Of this, I am certain!
We are unstoppable!
Rob guts need more skulls for war. No.
I'm still! Die!
Loot ninja!
Please stop.
Die, hypocrite! What's this then? He had no loot either. Curious. Nonetheless, you deserve a reward. Return to me! Return to me. You're back!
Let's get your reward, shall we? Shame about my former colleagues. If none of them were stealing the group's loot, I wonder who was. You may have one item from this chest. One! The chest all along? Oh, the
Man, that quest was dark and ironic. A true look into the duplicitousness of interpersonal relationships. Now come see me so you can explain what the hell I just said.
And then the days that I learned, I stole them. I just want a fucking stronger weapon. That's all I want. And to level up.
Welcome to Cleric Zed's Health Emporium. Good luck on your quest.
Fuck, I hate the rewards that are just skins.
Sure, whatever.
Bro, give me a good weapon that I can fucking use. Really, I could fucking do the final boss with. Hang on, the fuck? Where'd it go? You just disappeared. The hell? I think I got lost in the first playthrough as well. I didn't realize the stairs would go back behind you.
And lo, the demon curse as our radiance choked him unto hell once again.
I'm trying to get that.
There's no hope for the lost. Wicked demons, hear our wrath! Thou small feet of steel, and know that you shall die! May the path protect, I shall not give in to the darkness! Shall learn to fear the judgment. The Book of Deeds shall remember this day. Lies shall end. Victory for the Order! The book of deeds shall remember this day! Demon bomb! The abominations will rule this day! Our truth shineth bright! Today is the day that the sun rises the evil and vanquisheth the night!
Quiet!
The hussy has me in her spell!
That was something.
He said, what my word.
You won't enjoy this.
Succulent goes for my... And look... There's no hope for the Lord!
a badass! Silence!
Went past me! Our truth shines bright! May the path protect us!
That was fun! Well, that's that.
Victory for the Order!
Please stop.
Today is the day that the sun...
Badass in range!
Judgment Day is upon thee! Come on! Come to evil I shall not!
Unexpected.
We are the path! We are honor's retribution incarnate! Forsaketh neither fear not, brothers! She revels in such thoughts!
That was interesting.
Bright how the demons blinded by our radiance!
Gotcha!
I shall not give in to the darkness!
Throwing grenade!
Demon bomb!
That was enjoyable.
The demon spit chaos curse as our radiant goes to hell once again! We are unfree! The demon spit its last curse as our radiance choked him unto hell once again! Hellfury hand grenade!
Magic's no match for a well-aimed bullet. Happy trails, adventurer!
Who dares enter my court with weapons drawn? Guards, kill them!
You've made it to Jeffrey's court. Kill his guards, and the little jerk will have to take you on.
We are unstoppable! My death! My death
Impossible!
is nothing!
Canine, Molehill, destroy that intruder!
Are you referencing that EchoNet show?
It's a badass!
I never watched it. I feel like I missed it.
Well, if you did watch it, you think this was awesome. Look out for Big Boom!
Victory for the Order!
I like that.
Now it's just the two of you. Beat Jeffrey in a duel, and you'll be good to go.
A duel to the death, so be it. Ow, ow, ow! You swine! You bastard!
Good job. Now, since we're not in the business of killing kids, you're just gonna have to smack the arrogance out of him.
How dare you! No one slaps the prince! The prince may do as he likes!
All right. Sounds like you broke his spirit, and maybe his jaw. Come on back whenever you're done with him.
I tell you what! I'm going to give you a present! After I raise my armies and kill your friends, I'll give you their heads! Stop at once! I command you! Mommy! Mommy!
I'm sorry I cut off Mr. Sean's head, alright? I'm sorry! You can't slap a king! May your hand fall from your wrist! I feel like I'm choking! My mother and uncle are just good friends, that's all! I'm not that bad! I've only ordered the deaths of 10, 12 babies tops!
That's all I got. I don't know what else to reference. I only saw the Echo show and they ain't even done with the second book yet.
You haven't read the books? They're so good!
Really? I heard they get kind of butt.
I mean, kinda, but there's still some good scenes.
You could just wait for the show to catch up, though, or that's fine.
What the hell are you people talking about?
Magic's magic. Nothing like a gun at your side. See ya.
Rather than getting any new weapons, man.
Felicitousness! Who the hell talks like that?
Wait, I just sat through a bunch of references I didn't understand. Can you at least reference something I know, please?
Oh, BKB, what's your favorite show?
That one with the rich duchesses, where they're trying to get married.
Oh my god, that show is so good. Okay, Mordecai, a stuffy aristocrat appears.
Hello?
If you so wish, you may converse with him about etiquette.
My valet is having some trouble. I fear his limp from the war is impairing his ability to properly sort my coats.
Oh my god, this show sounds stupid.
You're stupid.
I say, did you hear the lewd rumors about Lady Everly? Apparently she touched a foreign diplomat directly on his wing-wong.
Ah, I remember that episode. She totally did.
Last night, one of my servants inadvertently put too much salt on my chicken. The gall, the unmitigated gall.
Ugh, show's so good.
I know, right?
You guys are dorks.
Man, what a douche. How's the mission going?
I'm so close to upgrading.
My kingdom for a gun. See ya.